The Many Characters of Doctor Who. Entry 24. The Tomb of the Cybermen Expedition. The Tomb of the Cybermen was the first story of the 5th season of Doctor Who, broadcast between the 2nd and 23rd of September in 4 episodes. During this story, the second Doctor, Patrick Troughton, accompanied by his companions Jamie McCrimmon, Fraser Hines, and Victoria Waterfield, Deborah Watling, encounter an expedition on the planet Telos, being financed by Eric Klieg, George Pastel, and Kaftan, Shirley Cooklin. The expedition's goal was to find and revitalise the Cybermen within a tomb on Telos in order to attempt to share power with them. During this story, the concepts of cyber leaders and cybermats are established, and it is the earliest story to still exist in full, featuring Patrick Troughton as the Doctor, as well as being the only remaining Cyberman story to exist in full from the 1960s. The leader of the expedition, named Professor Parry, Aubrey Richards, was unaware of his colleagues' plans and believed, much like the rest of his expedition, that they were unearthing the tomb for historical preservation reasons. Early on in the story, 2 crew members, one whose name is never established, Ray Grover, and another whose name is Ted Rogers, Alan Jones, die after being electrocuted by the entrance before the tomb can be entered, and the expedition is called off until it is revealed by the ship's captain Hopper, George Rubeck, that the ship that the expedition arrived in has been sabotaged, and they are unable to leave until it can be repaired. Another crew member, Peter Hayden, Bernard Holly, is shot dead. As a result, everyone present enters the tomb regardless, minus Victoria and Kaftan, who stay on guard. Kaftan then goes on to drug Victoria and closes the hatch to the tomb on the rest of the crew, leaving them trapped. Klieg then reveals to the rest of the party that he is part of a cult that believes the Cybermen can offer them the power to rule the universe, and that Kaftan belongs to the same cult. When Victoria is awakened, she is able to call for help from Captain Hooper and co-pilot Jim Callum, Clive Merrison. Together with the use of grenades and smoke, the Cybermen are distracted, and the Doctor is able to trick the Cybermen back into their tombs and ensure they cannot be opened again. The story was directed by Maurice Barry, produced by Peter Bryant, script edited by Victor Pemberton, and written by Kit Pedler and Jerry Davis. The story was initially called The Ice Tombs of Telos, then The Cybermen Planet, and finally The Tomb of the Cybermen. Toberman, Roy Stewart, who was Kaftan's servant, does not speak much in the serial, and in early drafts was intended to be portrayed as deaf. The original tapes were lost during the mid to late 1970s, but were recovered from Hong Kong in 1991, and it remained the only complete story from Season 5 until the return of the Enemy of the World in 2013.